Okay everyone, we've got our little tarts, we've got our palmiers, we've got our cheese straws, we've got our pinwheels in the oven. We've got a bit of puff pastry left over and a few ingredients here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some little tiny parcels. Piece of puff pastry, brush them with egg again, and then the same fillings. I think today we'll have feta cheese, tomato, little tiny bit of onion, fold him over and make like a little pasty with him. Okay, can everyone see that? I've just folded him over, made a little pasty. We will peel the paper off and just with a fork crimp along the edges. Just crimp along the edges and put them on the tray. Okay, same again. I've got some of my mix, a little bit of egg wash. Some of my mix from the pinwheels here, just a little bit. Fold it over, pinch it down along the side there. Peel the paper off, just along the edges like that with a fork, crimp it together onto the tray. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this 6 times. I'll finish these and then we'll have a look at all the things we've made. Okay guys, I'm just going to use up these few ingredients and then we'll have a look at all the things we've made from our 1 pack of puff pastry and a few little bits and pieces.
Recording.
Okay guys, here's our plate and it's finished. Here's our cheese straws and little tiny tartlets. Here we have our cheese palmiers. These are the pinwheels. These are our little pasties, and all this is from 1 packet of no frills puff pastry with a few little things thrown in. Now guys, I have to tell you, this smells and looks fantastic. And so just to help you understand just how good they really are, I'm going to have to force myself to taste them. You have no idea what you're missing out on, guys. Merry Christmas. Okay, we did our savouries, now we're going to do a few sweet pastries. Here's some puff pastry, I've just trimmed them round. We're going to make just some little mince pies, or little mince tarts, not pies, little mince tarts. Just pop the pastry into the moulds here, exactly the same as we did for our little tart cases yesterday. Pop these in. Just peel them off of the paper. I'm going to make a full sheet of these, full 12, but at the moment we've got 9 here, so I'll just show you how to make them and I'll fill the tray. That is my leftover pastry. Dip them in the flour here, press them down into the moulds. Exactly the same as we did for the savoury ones. These ones are just going to have a little bit of mince meat in. Just a teaspoonful of mince meat. If you overfill mince pies, they just boil over the side and doesn't look effective anyway, so just a teaspoonful of mince meat in each of the tart cases. Yeah, let it mean. bake exactly the same as we did with the savoury ones. Approximately 8 to 10 minutes. We're ready to roll. I'll just cut another 3 from there. Put these in quickly. Spent half hour sorting out the savoury ones. We can spend about that much time sorting out the sweet ones. You will have lots and lots of really lovely meal things for your Christmas to share with your family. Let's put that in there. Okay. Into the oven, say 8 to 10 minutes. (200 degrees) and that's it. Okay guys, our next thing that we have, which is very quick, very simple to make, it's called a Christmas jalousie. Now jalousie can be jam, frangipani or savoury mincemeat. Basically it's a puff pastry slice that's done in 2 layers with a filling in it. So we'll make 1 layer like that. I've cut the sheet in half. That's my jalousie slice. We'll just pop him onto a baking tray so that it goes on there. That's all there is to that half. This half here, we fold him up, dust the centre of it with our flour, just a little bit of flour on there. Fold him in half in the centre, and then we're going to cut 2/3 of the way across straight through the paper. I use the paper because I want the slice to stay complete when I come to put it on the top of the other half. So just mark it through, pop it to the side there. Get our minced meat. Down the centre of the tray there, all the way down, so that we cover the centre. Now, I use a water wash with yellow colouring in it to give my confectionery things a nice finish. So when I paint this and it looks a bit yellow, it's supposed to. We just paint the sides as quickly as we can, and then we take our other sheet that we prepared and cut, just peel it apart again. Yeah, I didn't put enough flour on this one. Just peel it apart. And then turn him upside down and lay it on top of the original sheet. Like that. Just lay it on top and peel the paper off. Now, as we did yesterday, just going to crimp the edges with a fork. Just crimp the edges with a fork. This is just a fun thing to do. As I said with the savouries, it's quite possible to get the children to enjoy doing these. Okay, we're going to brush the top. Just gently brush the top all the way over with our water wash. Okay, and then it is literally just dusted with sugar. Lots and lots of sugar. We need this to be absolutely beautiful. Just going to trim up the sides here. Clean that up. Okay, that's it, ready for the oven. This one possibly take about 12 minutes, but it's ready for the oven and straight in. These are just some fun things that I like to do with puff pastry. I've taken a whole sheet of puff pastry here, I've cut it into 9 even squares, and this is just to make pastry shapes. Now I cut along there, down there, across the other side, down there, and we're going to fold it up to make it look roughly like a kite. Okay, so we fold the edges in until it looks like a kite. Okay, so again it's across, 2/3 of the way across, 2/3 of the way down, 2/3 of the way down, 2/3 of the way across, and we pick the edges up and we just fold them into the centre. It says not being able to pick it up, just fold them in towards the centre to make the shape of a kite. They don't have to be perfect, they're just little pastry bites. So down the side there, down the side, across the bottom again, pick the edges up, fold it in towards the centre. Okay, once we got to that stage there, we paint them with our water wash so that they stick. Paint them all over. And then I prefer pick them up on their paper. Assuming the paper will tear apart for me, no it won't, not today. Just drop them in some sugar, face down, and then lift them out and pop them onto a tray. Same with the other two. This is just fun things to be a little bit different for your Christmas. Okay, now we're going to make some windmills. So almost to the centre, out to the corner, 2, 3, 4 cuts, and then we pick one corner up, put him in the centre. Then the next corner, pop him into the centre. This corner here, pop him into the centre, and then this corner here, pop it into the centre. Press them down. Same again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we pick our corners up, pop them into the centre. These are just fun things to do to make pastries just a little bit different. Now, in the past I have taken these, made them like this, made the kite shapes, and in the centre of each one, as I make them, I can put a piece of fruit or a spot of jam or something just to make them different. But for today, we're just making pastry shapes. Third one here. They look fiddly, but they are just fun things to make, and they're just to be a bit different. So I paint those. Put them on our tray after they've been in the sugar. One, that's 2 into the sugar, that's 3, Last three I've just folded the sides in, cut them like a Danish, just folded the corners in into our sugar, out onto the tray. Same again, into the sugar, out onto the tray, and then into the oven for a few seconds. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, these are our little pastries that have come out the oven. I'm just going to dust lightly with a little tiny bit of ice and sugar here. They have got lots of sugar on them. And then we're just going to do a little bit of decorating. This is just white chocolate that I've melted down. We take our white chocolate and we just put a couple of little patterns on, make them slightly different. We're going to do some dark chocolate on our windmills. So I'll just a couple of lines of chocolate, and there you have them, 3 different kinds of pastries, all done, a couple of seconds out of simple things like puff pastry. Okay. Okay guys, we made mince pies, little tiny mince pies. We've got a jalousie slice here and a few pastries, and basically all there is half a jar of mincemeat and a couple of slices of puff pastry. So make with the children and enjoy for your Christmas. Merry Christmas everybody.